You know, I've been thinking a lot about this. All day, actually. And what I'm talking about is those guys. Now, I know, I haven't been on this channel in a while. And if you are watching this, you're probably like, who is this guy? Feel Easy here. World-renowned Legion boss fight player. Washed up zombies content creator. Who was supposedly gonna make zombies content on his last video's claim. But that never happened. But I'm back. At least just for now. And the reason I'm back is because I need to talk about The Reckoning, the brand new map. For context, the gameplay that you will be seeing with this video is my first ever experience, and for some odd reason I just never considered taking perks. I was like, I have a perkaholic, I should use that, and I just never did. So just don't like cry too much that the gameplay is too rough. I just don't have time to play another match. But let's talk about the ending, because the ending is like the worst thing ever in a way. Okay, let's talk about what I mean. First of all, Black Ops 6 overall, my personal opinion, it ruined Call of Duty for me, but it's actually not zombies' fault. It's unfortunately the fault of waiting for something for 4 years of your life, constantly telling everybody around you, even my fiance. I was like, I'm going to be doing so much Black Ops 6 content. It's going to be so good. It's going to be incredible. And here I am, barely uploading on this channel, barely uploading on YouTube overall. And it's not like completely zombies' fault. Zombies is of course a big part of it because I do play zombies, but a huge portion of it is this was just not what I was expecting. Somehow Treyarch pulled through with Cold War zombies and made a banger with like the limited amount of stuff that they have, but I guess that's a conversation for a different day, specifically about the content of this game. Overall, it was pretty solid. Gameplay is really fun. To an extent, it can get boring. Don't even get me started about the AI content in this game, which was another really big thing that kind of killed it for me. But overall, each map, apart from the tomb, I think has some really good sauce to it, even the tomb. So Liberty Falls, really like it. Terminus, I've never been a huge fan of it, but it was pretty good. Citadel de More, oh my god, peak. It was so much fun. It actually is something that I would love to just come back to the game and play. The Tomb, I kind of mess with it, not too much, but it's okay. Shattered Veil, banger map, another map that I would consider just coming back to the game. And of course, The Reckoning, which I've only played one match of, so I'm not gonna say too much about it. I'm not gonna like trash the gameplay. Love the Omni movement, love all of that. What I don't love is the story, because what happened? What went wrong? There is no continuity, and a lot of people don't care about this story. A lot of people are like, hell yeah, I love my wacky game with my wacky story, but it's not fun when you take these characters that had a beautiful ending to an extent. I'm not a huge fan of the Black Ops 4 ending, but it was an ending, and you ruin all of it by bringing them back just for a cheap, like, buy Black Ops 7, guys, because Black Ops 7 is gonna have the OG crew. Who knows, maybe behind a paywall. But on top of that, you're gonna see remastered maps, which were probably supposed to show up back in Cold War Zombies with DLC 5. Chronicles 2 that was leaked and we all knew was existing since Black Ops 4, actually, not even Cold War. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna eat it up because I eat stuff up like this, but I can still be upset. I'm still gonna buy Black Ops 7, so you can quote me on this, but I will still play the game. I will still buy it. I will still pay the most expensive version because it's Call of Duty. Somehow they just grab me back, you know? But I have some really big issues with the story of this game, and I really want to like touch upon some of the points because a lot of people have also been touching upon them, but it's just so stupid. First of all, it gets a bit complicated with Modern Warfare Zombies, which is, I guess, the overall point A. Making future games, like games set in the future, and now we're gonna go back into the past and have to relive that past. You'd be like, okay, but it doesn't make sense. It's gonna make sense along the way, but it really just doesn't make sense at all. First of all, the premise crew is supposedly back. Never once mentioned at all inside of Modern Warfare Zombies. We went into the Dark Ether quite a lot of times inside of Modern Warfare Zombies, which it seems like Black Ops 7 wants to be set inside of the Dark Ether. On top of all of this, for some odd reason, remember that intro cutscene? Yeah. Nobody talks about the intro cutscene, at least from what I've noticed on Twitter or Reddit or wherever. I actually wasn't on Reddit, so I don't know. Usually Twitter steals stuff off of Reddit. But that intro cutscene had them all in a circle. Was Maya there? I don't think Maya was there. I'm pretty sure it was just Strauss in the replacement of Maya, which, what's the point of that? Like, they're inside the dark ether. You're telling me that they're gonna get out of the dark ether and then they're gonna kill themselves? How's that even good storytelling? How's that even entertaining? Also, Grey supposedly gives birth to a daughter that inside her model for zombies is supposedly, you know, the entity, this overarching big bad guy, and then teleports back to Liberty Falls, and Liberty Falls comes out. Not once was she mentioned. Or at least you don't have to dig through files and be like, she was in this voice log. I don't want to dig for voice logs. It's just, that's not good storytelling. Don't make me do homework and sit down and just be like, okay, so wait, this character shows up in this, but wait, did you hear that voice log where they mentioned this thing that happens later down the line? If you make a big deal of it in the past game, why are you just sidetracking it into a little voice line inside of a little audio log? Maybe it was told like that in the past, but I was able to keep up with some of the story inside of Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. Not all of it, but some of it. This is what happens when you don't have a really big structure in a video. You just start rambling, because I feel like I just touched a lot of things, and it was kind of all of them. There's just no good continuity. It just doesn't feel satisfying. It's such a shame. What happened? Is this made by AI? Was this script, was the whole story written by AI? I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? It probably is. It was probably 100% put into like ChatGPT and was like, hey, write me a story. Actually, you know what? I feel like ChatGPT would come up with a better story and connect stuff together. Oh my god, what happened to zombies? I just hope Black Ops 7 has Outbreak in some way. Not Modern for Zombies. I want Outbreak. Give me Outbreak. Anyway, I'm not sad that I left Black Ops 6 Zombies. I'm sad I didn't do other content on this channel, but yeah, what is your opinion about this story of Black Ops 7? Why are you back? It just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel. There was such a better. You know what was a better way of doing this? Here is how I paint the picture. I don't really know if it makes complete sense, but it definitely makes a tiny bit more sense than me like, oh yeah, they all got wiped out from the dark ether. But you know the way like the child version of Richtofen and Samantha went into that universe, the universe that we're in. What if they just existed in that universe? It's bad, but it's if you really need to bring them back. Not like another Richtofen. Another Richtofen. At least the other one got a happy ending. Oh wait, there's two after credit or two credit scenes that one of them can be canon and one of them can't. Or why? So is Samantha back? Is Forsaken back? Why is Zykov on the map? I thought that was actually pretty cool. I liked hearing Zykov. It's been forever. Oh. Okay. Oh. I'm sorry if you heard that. That's going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. I think I'll just start doing shorts or TikToks, whatever. I don't have time for videos. I want more time in life. Why is it clock 24 hours long? Why can't it be like 20, 30 hours? You know, I'd love a 30-hour clock. Oh, but then I wouldn't be able to stay up that long, would I? But then you get more sleep. What were we talking about?